Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this live session. Now, if you're a business owner, you're trying to grow online using content, using branding, AI, you are in the right place. Okay, this live session, we'll try to wrap up on time so that we can all go on to our various activities. So, in this live session, I'll be breaking down why most businesses are not going online and what they need to fix starting today. And I'll also be answering some important questions that business owners usually struggle with. So once again, I want to say thank you for joining in, and I hope and I pray you get something valuable from this session, and you'll be able to start implementing it in your business as well. So before I dive in, my name is Abasio Fonimano. I help busy business owners grow their brand online through strategic content, strong positioning, and smart growth strategies. So they start attracting the right clients while focusing on what they do best, which is running their business. So now, if you are live, you can drop your questions in the comments. And if you are watching the replay, you can relax, just get value. And you can also drop your questions in the comments. I'll go through them, and also I can maybe create another live session, go live again and answer them, or probably use them to create content in my long form videos. So I get to answer your questions. All right. So without wasting more time, let's dive into it. Now, let me explain what something very important to us, why business owners are not um, getting things online, that are not going online. Most business owners are not lazy. Honestly, people who want to do business, they are not that is that they are lazy, or they don't want to do business, or they don't like business at all. No, that is not the reason. That's not why they are not going online. They are not going online because they don't understand how the online space works. I think in one of my videos I actually talked about no knowledge. So when they don't understand how this space work, that is where they get stopped. That is where they get to do things that they feel like, and it will actually yield results for their brand. Now, number one problem we have here is clarity. Clarity. Clarity on what to do. What do you really do? If I come to your page right now, do I understand what you do in 5 seconds? Can your page answer that question for me? If I don't actually see what, if you want me like what you do, who you serve, like the promise that you have for me, I will just go away in 5 seconds looking for another person who will actually give me what I'm looking for. So imagine I visit your page and I don't even see no clear message, there's no clear direction. I won't take you seriously. So is your page, is it clear enough for your audience? What do you really do? Oh, thank you for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in. Hi to Lina. Sorry, I can't really pronounce your name so much. That's your username. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so clarity is what matters. When you are clear about what you are doing on the online space, people will stay on your page. Clarity is what makes them to stay. Or you actually serve let's say you serve stay at home moms, or first time moms, or students, or let's say busy parents, things like that. If I am in that category, I will stay. You are clear about what you do. Okay, I help you to do this, help to do that. This is what I said, this is what I am actually serving. They will stay on your page. There's a clear direction, there's clear content. It's not about, they don't go there and see things that are not for them, or see things that are making them confused. Okay, so clarity is what makes people to stay on your page. The next one is consistency. Now, most business owners just post when they feel like. See, if you do the online space just because of how you feel, based on mood, you will not get things done. You say they don't depend on motivation. If you depend on motivation to do things in life, you won't do anything. You need to discipline yourself to stay consistent. So you have to stay consistent even when you are not seeing the likes, the engagement, the sales. Even when you are not seeing it, you just have to stay consistent. So the reason why you are not going online, because you are not consistent. You've not been consistent enough for people to trust you. That is just because the consistency is what builds trust. So don't show up today and you disappear next week, or you disappear next month. Stay consistent to build trust, because it's this trust that gives you sales. Thank you so much. Well, you are welcome. You are welcome. Now the next one is positioning. How have you presented your business online? You know this saying, it says the way you are, you dress, you are dressed the way you dress. You are dressed the way you dress. So the same way of your business online, the way you have positioned it is the way people will address you. How have you presented it? How are you treating it? Most of us, we have businesses offline. We pay attention to our, maybe let's say our store, the way we are, our maybe let's say our painting, the way we arrange our products, all these things, our chefs, every single thing, we pay attention to these details. But when it comes to online, we don't pay attention to our place, like our profile or our cover photo or our bio or our content. We don't pay attention to these things. We don't even pay attention to our messaging. We don't pay attention to our offers, our content. We don't pay attention to these things. So when you do all these things, you have tarnished your positioning. So you have to be well positioned so that people will take you seriously, because that's what matters. This is when you have no structure, no identity, no direction, people won't take you seriously. Fix your positioning, present your brand the way that people will connect with it seriously. Okay, I want to say thank you to as many that are joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, let me answer some important questions that will help you fix all these. Let's answer the questions right away. Now, first question here says, why I am not getting sales? So for you might have some questions that you may be wondering. Maybe you want to ask someone, why am I not getting sales? The first one is trust. People don't trust you enough to buy from you. That is why you're not getting sales. Until they trust you enough to buy from you, that is when they will go ahead to give you their money. If they don't trust you enough, you won't make sales. The next one is confusion. Probably they don't know what to do next. They don't understand what you really do or who you are really serving. Because when they come to your page and they are confused, like your audience, the promise that you have, the call to action is not clear, what should they do next? They will not, you can't get sales from there. They won't buy from you. The next one is poor content. If your content is poor, like for instance, your content is just about sell, you're just doing come and buy kind of content, people will not, you won't make sales, because your content is supposed to have a balance. Your content ought to have a balance, because it's all those other content that will help you build trust so that you can sell. So if you are just putting only sell content, where is the trust going to come from? I don't know if you understand me. Please, you are getting value from this, just let me know in the comments. I am seeing all of them. Thank you so much. Then the next one is, what kind of content should I post? Since I shouldn't be posting just any kind of content, what kind of content should I post? The first kind of content you should post is educational content. I want to focus on these three kinds of content. The first one is educational content. This is where you teach people. This is where you let them guide them. Let me put it that way. Guide them, you teach, you educate them on your product, your service. Okay? The next one is relatable content. You have to be relatable. These are the things that actually that build connection for your brand. You build connection with your audience. They start seeing you they start loving you. There's what they call the KLT factor, the know, like, and trust factor. Okay, so you have to be relatable. For educational content, for instance, you are a bag vendor, you can actually say something like how to care for your leather bags. That's an educational content. Or if you are a food vendor, you can actually say how to preserve your food or your vegetables. Okay, for like a relatable content, now you can say, when your bag is small but you're trying to force things inside of it, or probably when you spray your perfume in the afternoon, in the morning, and in the afternoon it is gone. Things like that are relatable. Or for an event planner, you can say something like, when you are planning an event and everything seems tiring. Things like this are relatable kinds of content. You have to be relatable with your audience, build connection with them. Then the next one is sell. This is the last one. You have to sell. Definitely. Why are you showing up if you are not going to sell anything to us? You definitely have to sell something. Sell something to your audience. Now, if you need more of this content structure or content type, I had a post that I created that we're talking about content. You can check it out. I'll drop it in the comment section after this live. You can check it out. It talks more about the kind of content every business owner should create. Then the next one is, do I need to show my face when you are creating content? You see, when it comes to content, value supersedes face. It supersedes showing your face. Okay, what if you are showing your face and you're not giving value? See, there's a mess up there. It's not balanced, right? Value supersedes content. Your face. So you should put out more value. Focus on giving value rather than your face. People don't really care about how you look. Just make sure that you deliver valuable content to them. Just make sure that you are solving a problem that they are really looking for solutions to. Okay. Now the other one is, how do I start as a beginner? If you are just starting out online, like you're a business owner want to come and start building your brand online, you have to start simple. You don't have to start complicated things. Just start simple with the little you know. You don't have to write too much words. You don't have to write lengthy words. You don't have to be perfect. Simplicity is powerful. Just stick to simple kinds of content. You don't have to write a novel or a newspaper. You don't have to do that. Just simple things and you are good to go. You just want to connect as long as it is valuable, as long as you are clear. The next thing is, do not overthink your content. Please do not overthink things. Just put it out there. You can't compare yourself who is just starting to someone who has been there for, like call it, for years. You cannot compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20. There's a big difference. So start where you are. Don't overthink things. Okay? Now, another question most business owner will want to ask is, why is my content not getting engagement? See, this one is what most people actually face. If your content is not getting engagement, it is because you are not clear. Your content is not clear. Just imagine you're actually you're posting, maybe you put a bag or a shoe and you just put in your price and you go away. That is the only kind of content you are posting every single time. What's next? How do we benefit from you? What are we gaining from you? Because we don't really like to be sold to. That is it. We don't like to be sold to. So your content has to be clear. That's why you are not getting engagement. The next one is not relatable. If you are not relatable, just like you are not building that connection, because there has to be a connection. There has to be a connection between you and your audience. If you are not building that connection, forget about it. You won't get engagement. It's just like you are being selfish. Let's put it that way. The next one is not useful. If your content is not useful to me, then why will I even engage with it? I will be uninterested. I'll be so uninterested in your content, what you are putting out there. It has to be useful. It has to be helpful. That's why value supersedes any other thing. You have to give out value. The other question most business owners will ask is, how do I grow faster online? How do I grow faster online? The first one is consistency. If you want to grow faster online, you have to be consistent. Consistently show online. Very, very important. The next one is clear message. You have to have a clear message, like, who are you? Who are you serving? And what do you bring to, like, what do you offer me? What are you doing? What is your promise for this set of persons that you are serving? You have to have a clear message, because when your people see you, they will stay with you. So that's how you grow faster. The next one is volume. Put out a lot of content out there. Put out a lot of content. It's very, very important. You have to put out a lot of content. It's very, very important. Because when people come and they say that they go through it and they see a lot of past posts from you, they tend to stay, because they say that, oh, you have something valuable to offer us. And when they consume like 5-10 of your content, they'll be like, wow, this is amazing, and they stay. Okay, this is how you grow faster online. So the next one is, what is branding? Because most persons may like, I'm doing business, why are you not talking business? Why is it branding? Okay, branding is perception. It's how people see you. It's not even it's not what you think about yourself. It's not what you even say about yourself. It is how people are seeing you. That is branding. So it is how you have presented yourself that we reflect back to them. So it is not how they see you that is branding. Because all you have been able to show to them is what reflects to them, and it is not how they see you. Okay, so what are you actually putting out to your audience? Because that is what will reflect to how they are seeing you. Then the next one is, how do I position my brand? which is very, very important. How do I position my brand? If you're a business owner, you are wanting to position your brand, this is how you can position your brand. Make sure that your page is clear. No matter the platform that you are in, your page has to be clear. What you do, what you offer, who are you serving, it has to be clear. Very, very important. Then you also have to have a clear offer. What are you offering me? What do I tend to gain? Most business owners sell products, not offers, which is where they make the big mistake. You don't sell products, you have to sell offers to people, because people buy offers, not really products. Okay. Next one is a strong message, more like a promise. It has to be strong. Probably let's say something like, I help busy parents with so and so stuff. Okay, you are handling a pain, a struggle, something that they're actually looking for solutions to. All right, this is how you position your brand, or that's your brand online. Then next one is, what is content strategy? Content strategy is not random posting. It is not posting what you feel like. Content strategy is not posting trends. Content strategy is structure. It is posting with purpose. There have to be a goal attached to what you are posting. You don't just put out anything. Even if it is one line you want to put out there have to be a purpose attached to it. That's a summary of content strategy. Now let's move on to the next one. We're almost done. Like I said we won't stay long on this. It's just to guide you on how to grow your business online. Okay, for admin that have been joining us, I say thank you for joining and thank you for your comments. I can see them. Now next one is, how do I stay consistent? Because I know that most business owners are stuck with offline activities, family, and a whole lot of stuff out there, and they struggle to stay consistent. It's not their thing. So let me show you how you can stay consistent. First of all, you have to make simple content. Make simple content. Like I said, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to compare your other person's growth online. They've been there, they understand this, they understand their schedule. You just starting. Okay, you don't have to soak yourself with heavy kinds of content. Simple is okay. It is powerful. Just simple kinds of content is okay. They remove pressure. You don't have to post 10 times a day. Because people are posting 10 times a day, or they're showing up every day, doesn't make it. You don't have to actually compete with their energy. Stay consistent with your know your schedule and know what works for you. Just stay consistent with it. If it is one post per day, it is better than no post. It's better than not showing up at all. Okay, just have a structure that works for you. Don't be pressured by people that are posting thousands or millions of posts every day or every week. Just focus on your business. 1-2 posts is enough. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. Now the next one is, why do people view my post but they don't buy? Yes, this one is a normal thing anyways. A lot of people, we post for persons to view your let's say your catalog or something. It might actually reflect, maybe depending on the platform you're actually putting it will reflect that people are viewing this thing, but they are not buying. Why are they not buying? First of all, they don't trust you. No trust. Once people don't trust you, you can't get their money. Trust is very important. Very, very important. Wait for the people to buy from you. Because even we ourselves, let's put ourselves in the shoes of other, like in this particular shoe, you want to buy from a business owner. If you don't trust the person, you won't buy. So that is it. You just view and you go away. You do the same thing to someone else that you don't trust. That's just it. The next one is no offer. Like I said before, we put out products, not offers. Instead of us putting offers, you are supposed to be selling offers, not products. So you don't have an offer, people will just pass and go. You are supposed to put an offer and not a product. The next one is no urgency. Please, if you find it, before I continue, if you're as I'm saying all these things and you still not understand, you can still ask questions in the comments. Okay, I will answer them. All right, maybe in another live session or probably in my long form content. So just let me know in the comments, please. Thank you. Now the next one is no urgency. When there's no urgency attached to what you're actually selling. Just like, for instance, you say, oh, this is only for the first 10 persons, or this is just for the next 24 hours. Stuff like that. That's urgent. People want to be among those people, a set of first set of buyers, early buyers, so that they actually get it at maybe at a discounted rate or at that particular price that you've promised. That is just it. So when there's urgency attached to your offer, people will buy. So they won't just view, they will buy. Okay. The next one is, how do I get my first customer? This is very, very important, because most persons will say, I've been posting for the last 2 years. I sell more offline than I sell online. Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, so persons actually do that. Like, there are people who are actually been posting, but they are not getting it right, but they get more customers offline than online. Okay, now this is why you are not getting customers. And how do you get your first customer? You need to be visible. Very important. You cannot be hidden and you're expecting to make sales. It doesn't work like that. You have to be visible. Visibility is what will help you sell. Because as I keep saying this, that it's a number thing. If let's say just 10 persons are seeing your post, what's the guarantee that they will buy from you? And your own competitors are having, like, let's say 1,000 people seeing their products and they are selling. It means you have to also show your own product to like 1,000 persons or 2,000 persons or 5,000 persons before you make a sale. So you can't just keep selling to the same number of persons. That is why I keep saying to people, if you are focusing on selling on WhatsApp, your WhatsApp status or your WhatsApp groups, they are just limited, like your status is limited to people that have your contacts. Except you're actually getting contacts every day. New contacts every day or every week or every month. That's when you can make sales. But if you're the same set of people, because your contacts mostly filled with friends, families, and a few strangers, if these are the people that make up your contact list, then you are not going to sell. You need numbers to sell. Okay, so that's how I would really tell people, stop showing up just on your WhatsApp. There are other places to show up as well. Expand your wings to other platforms as well. Okay, you need visibility to sell. This is how you get your first customers online. The next one is value. Like I said before, when it comes to content, when it comes to people coming, buying from you or staying glued to your platform or your page or whatever, it's value over every other thing. Okay, value over every other thing. If you can't just be putting come and buy, you post your bag, you put a price, you post your shoe, you put this, you put that, just everything is selling from Monday till Sunday. It's selling. People are not going to be interested because we don't want to be sold to. So put value. Let them be a balance between these things. Don't just put selling in our face. When you put value, people will like, oh, this person knows his or her onion. This person knows this thing. This person is good. This person has what I'm looking for. Thank you so much. And they want to buy from you because they trust you. Okay, based on the value you have been putting out there. Now, the next one is communication. This is how you have to be clear. This is where you have to be clear. Your message. You have to be clear. Who do you serve? What you do? What you offer? Everything has to be clear. And when you put out your offers, you have to have a clear call to action. Oh, send me a DM. Oh, click here. Send a WhatsApp message. Do this, do that. Communication, it has to be very clear. Okay? So this is how you get your first customer. If you apply all these things, don't just stay on your WhatsApp and be expecting sales. Expand. Don't just put out selling content. You need value. You need to put out value. There need to be a balance. Then don't just post your offers, don't just post your content. You have to also give a clear call to action. What are these people doing next? They are not just coming to see your offer. You have to direct them on what to do next. How do they get these things that you have actually put out there? Then another question that most business owners want to ask is, okay, this is another question. This is more like, what is the biggest mistakes business owners make? Now, let me put out these things so that you fix it. The biggest mistake business owners make is inconsistency. I think we actually dealt with this one before. Inconsistency. If you're not consistent online, because the online space is filled with strangers, and you can't sell to me. Like, I'm seeing you for the first time. I'm not buying from you because I like your face or because we're having the same name. that's not the reason to buy from you. You have to be consistent, showing up with reasons why I should buy this product from you, not someone else. Okay? It is you being consistent, consistently putting out value, that balance of content. This is what will make me to trust you. This is what will make me to buy from you, because I don't know you. You are not my friend. You are not my family member or any. I don't know you from anywhere. Okay? So for me to buy from you, you have to make me trust you. And for me to trust you, you have to be consistent. So inconsistency is what makes be one of these mistakes business owners make, and they're expecting sales. If you are not consistent online, we won't buy from nobody. People won't take you seriously, because they don't want to end up paying to somebody who won't deliver their product, or who won't deliver what they ordered for. Probably you not start seeing a what I ordered was what I got, or probably somebody who did not even deliver what they paid for, like get scammed online. People are scared of those things when it comes to buying online. So you have to clear their doubts, show up consistently. The next one is confusion. This is where you have to be clear with who you serve, the promise that this person gets, who you are. You have to be clear with it in your profile, whether it's your bio, your cover photo, also your content as you are creating them. You have to be clear. If it is not clear, we'll be confused. After you have finished posting, have a clear call to action. Where are we going to? How are we getting this? What's your price? The person will just post products and no price at all. Wow. In this 2026, you're not ready to sell. Okay? So you have to be clear. Don't confuse us. Because like people, they say the online people are scrolling so fast. Nobody has that time. So you have to be clear. Don't waste our time. Okay? Make sure they are clear in all this thing you are doing. Next one is copying others. See, when it comes to the online space, the place is already crowded, it's already saturated, and more persons are going to be coming online to put out their content, their business, or whatever they do. Don't copy anybody. Be yourself. Find your own, likely your style, and focus on it. If that somebody is doing this, you want to come and jump on it, you may crash, because those persons, they didn't understand. They discover their own strength. They discover their style. Discover their voice, so they stick to those things. So if you just want to copy other persons, you'll be crash, and it will be hidden, because most times your uniqueness is what makes you to stand out. So don't hide your uniqueness. Don't try copying anybody. Just be you. Don't try to start writing like other persons. Write your kind of style. You don't have to start doing their kind of visuals. Whatever what works for you, or your strength, focus on it. Okay? So these are mistakes that one set of big mistakes that business owners make. So the next one is, how do I stand out online? Which is very, very important, because when it comes to selling online, you have to stand out in one way or the other. You have to be clear, very important. I think we mentioned this before. You have to be clear about what you do. You have to be different. This is where uniqueness come in. You don't have to start copying other persons, and you have to be consistent if you want to stand out online. These three non-negotiable, very, very important. Then the last thing I have here is, can I grow without ads? Yes, a lot of people have been hearing about running of ads, all about these things. Yes, of course, you can grow without ads. You can you can make money online without running of ads. You can do that, because you have to leverage your content. What you have, you have to leverage it. There are people who just post content every day and they still get sales. Yes, valid. There are a lot of people who do that. So you have to see your content as traffic for your offer, for whatever you are doing for your brand. You have to see your content as traffic. That's why you have to show up consistently. And you're not just showing up consistently, you are showing up with value. Okay? You are showing up, you are being clear. So that is what will help you to make these sales, just in case you don't have money to run ads yet. Like I always tell people, running ads is a plus for you. If you can afford it, go ahead and run ads for your business. You are exposing your business to more eyes. Like I said, numbers. You need numbers. You need visible. You need to be visible. You don't just stay stuck in one platform. You need to be visible. If you can afford ads, good. If you can't afford ads, then leverage your content. Stay consistent with value. Very, very important. Because I will say this thing now. Consistency, the fact that you are showing up every day doesn't mean that you are the right thing. Okay, so you have to be consistently doing the right thing. Okay, very important. Now, if you have been struggling to grow your brand online, I hope all of this that I've said has helped you in one way or the other. Maybe for those that are struggling to position themselves, their content, I hope this has helped you, because we have come to the end of the session. Like I said, it won't be a long one. Okay, it won't be a long one. And if you have questions, please let me know in the comments. I will attend to them. Even after this live session, I will attend to them if you have questions. And I want to say thank you to as many that have joined this live session. God bless you. So if you want to learn more about branding, content, how to grow your business, please check out my Visible Authority Framework. The link is in the description. You can check it out in the description. And if you want to learn more about how to create faceless content, you can check the link on my description, channel description. That's my bio. You can join my community, AI community as well. I want you to know that when it comes to growing online in this space, very, very important. It is not about doing everything. Okay, it is not about doing everything. Please do the right things consistently. Fix your content. Fix how you show up. You don't have to show up every single day if that is not your energy, but make sure you show up every week. It is very, very important. Okay, now if you found this helpful, if you found this valuable, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I'll be sharing more content like this. This is the first live session I'm having here on YouTube, and I want to say thank you to every single one of us for joining in. God bless you for joining, and I'm glad you found this helpful. Oh, thank you so much. I say thank you. This was helpful. All right, I'm glad you found this helpful. See you next week Monday. Yes, we'll have another live session by next week Monday. Thank you so much. You can still drop your questions in the comment section even after the live. Okay, so see you next week Monday.